Hey guys, what's going on? This is my second video for today. On my first video, I talked about why you should record cops or police officers or whatever. In this one, I want to talk about why the cops aren't your friends. Right? Again, this has nothing to do with good cops, bad cops, great cops, evil cops, because we've all heard of cops doing some things they shouldn't be doing or whatever goes around in the media or whatever people get upset about these days. There's good cops, bad cops. But generally, I just want to talk about why the cops aren't your friend. Because, first of all, they're not your friend because they're doing a job. It's their job. They're paid to do this. They could care less about being your friend, especially when they're doing a job. When they're working, they're focused on their work. In my other video, I said they're always recording you. They keep track of everything you do, so that's why you should keep track of what they do. But in this one, I just want to say they're not really your friends because they're not your friends because, first of all, they're doing a job. Second of all, they don't really care about you. I know it sounds harsh. They don't care about you. They're concerned about whether you're following the law or not. They work for they're part of the executive branch of the state. If you're dealing with the state, the police officers are part of the executive branch, right? If you're dealing with the federal level, the feds are part of the federal executive branch. You have a state executive branch and a federal executive branch. The main job of law enforcement is to make sure people are following the law. They're not lawyers. They don't care if there's exceptions to the rule. They don't care about cutting you a break all the time. They don't really care. Their main focus is to make sure you're following the law as it's told to them. They're told this is what people should be doing and this is what people shouldn't be doing. They go and make sure that you're doing what you should be doing and you're not doing what you shouldn't be doing. So when it comes down to why the cops aren't your friend, it's pretty much the principle of they're doing what they're being told to do. They're doing what they're paid to do, right? So a lot of times people will try to get friendly with police officers and volunteer stuff and think that the cops are their friends. Again, cops are nice people. They're not all bad. They're not all great. They're just people. Okay, you have good cops, bad cops. Nothing against them at all. But yeah, you want to take into consideration that nothing can be further from the truth than that they're not your friends. They're not on your side. Their job is to build a case against you. If they have probable cause and they believe you committed a crime, their job is to build a case against you, no matter how nice you are. Sometimes you may be so nice you might volunteer stuff away that you shouldn't be volunteering. So you always want to keep that in the back of your head, that the cops are not your friend. No matter if you've seen them in the community, no matter what, they're not your friend on a working based level, on an ethical working based level. They're not your friend. Now, that's not to say you can't be friends with them. You can be friends with them, but in the long run, when they're doing their job, when they're doing their task, they're not really looking for your best interest. Okay, so take that into consideration as to why they're not your friend, and stick that to the back of your head next time you talk to a police officer, so you know what's going on. The gist of your communication with the police officer. So that's all I want to say. Again, if you have any questions, you can email me at Zain, that's Zain, at paragonlegallaw.com, or you can just drop a topic. Again, I'm only licensed in Texas, so if you have any questions and you're not from Texas, I can't give you legal advice, so just keep your questions as brief and broad as possible, and I'll do my best to make a video about it and answer your question to the best of my abilities. Alright, take care. That's all I want to say.